morning, Jacksonville. My name is Madison, and I'm one of the summer students here. Unfortunately, this is my last week with you guys, but I just wanted to open up and say that this has just been such a blessing being able to connect with you and just do ministry with you guys. Before we get into our regular program, let's just open up in prayer. Yeah, Jesus, we just thank you so much for who you are, Father, and we just thank you for just providing us with this online ministry platform, Father, that we get to connect with people who we might not have been able to connect with, God. In your awesome name, Jesus, amen.
Welcome home, all you people. The time has come to get together. You gotta have a little joy in your heart to get you through the stormy weather.
This week, continuing with the fruits of the Spirit, we're talking about gentleness. Before we get into gentleness, though, we're going to talk and watch the So-and-So Show.
Nice calming waves. Oh, breathe easy, John.
Hey, John. I'm making soup.
I'm in.
All right. Can you grab a pot?
Yeah. Hello, everyone. That's Brandon.
And that's John.
And this is the So-and-So Show.
What an unnecessarily confusing way to begin the show.
Oh, I don't know. I thought it was exactly as confusing as it was supposed to be.
What are we doing on the show today, John?
Oh, buddy, are you ready?
Oh, what? For what?
Are you ready to consider a rumble?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because we've got a guest today that's gonna knock your socks so far off. They're gonna travel around the world and end up on your hands. That's right, your socks are gonna become gloves now.
Oh, that's quite a guess.
It is. Today, we've got a wrestler on the show. He's the Great Lakes International Heavyweight Champion. He's the current reigning Duke of Dubuque. But maybe more important than all that, today he's someone who knows stuff!
Yeah! Oh!
Yeah!
Come on in.
Nice to meet you, nice to meet you! Oh.
Hello, sir.
Oh.
Tell everyone who you are
Yeah.
and what you know. Yeah. Whoa.
My name is Hayden the Vaporizer, and I'm a professional wrestler.
Oh, cool. How'd you get that name?
My mom had an uncle named Hayden, and she named me after him.
No, I mean the vaporizer part.
Because I vaporize my opponents!
Oh, right. Mr. The Vaporizer, it is a tremendous honor to have you here, and I have so many questions that I want to ask you. So first of all, your finishing move is called the Mars Rover. Now, why is that?
Because I send people to outer space and leave them there!
Oh, of course. That makes total sense. Okay, question number 2. Of all your opponents, who do you think is your number one nemesis?
It would have to be the heartthrob, Zack Slater.
Ooh.
He gets on my last nerve.
Okay. Stay there, chicken. Third question. What do you like to do when you're not wrestling?
Floral arrangement.
Oh, yeah, I knew it. I knew you'd be floral arrangement.
Oh, yeah. Ever since I read Eileen Johnson's breakthrough book, The Art of Floral Arranging, I've been a floral arrangement maniac.
You'll forgive us, Hayden, if we're a little surprised. It just doesn't seem like dealing with flowers is a good match
Oh,
for a
why?
guy like you.
Is it because I'm big?
Yeah.
Strong? Is it because I crush the opposition into the very vapor I breathe for power?
Well, yeah, all of those things.
You know, I spend all day throwing people around in the squared circle. I have to be strong.
Mm-hmm.
So when I'm on my own time, I like to be gentle.
Gentle. You, Hayden the Vaporizer, the guy that threw Teddy Rich off at the top of the cage.
Yeah, pal. I spend a lot more time thinking about flowers than I do wrestling. In fact, hold on here for a second.
Okay.
Did you shake his hand?
I know.
It hurt.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Check it out, brother. Asiatic lilies, yellow snapdragons, hot pink carnations, and purple statice tastefully arranged in an artesian vase.
Oh.
I call this Tuscan sunset. Smell it, fellas!
Oh.
Good stuff, huh?
Oh, that's great.
Ah.
It makes me feel calm just smelling it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing spruces up a place like fresh flowers.
Yeah. Can we keep this?
No!
Okay.
I'm sending this to Max Von Mean.
Oh.
I'm taking him on next weekend. And you gotta do something nice for someone before you bludgeon them beyond all recognition. And Max, if you're watching this now, I'll see you this Sunday at the Sportatorium, and you will be vaporized. Oh yeah, that's a fresh bouquet.
All right.
Wow, Hayden, thank you so much for joining us today. I'm glad we got to see the you on the inside.
Yeah.
Glad I could show it off.
Yeah.
I think strong people can be gentle. I think strong people should be the most gentle. I believe we have a greater responsibility to do so.
Oh. Wow. Cool, Mr. the Vaporizer. Deep thoughts from a strong man.
You got that right!
Oh! Okay. Thank you.
Wow.
That did not go the way I thought it would go.
I know. I'm glad it didn't. I
Yeah.
mean, what would we have learned if he was just what we expected him to be?
I don't know. He could have taught us how to talk like a wrestler.
Well, anyone can do that.
Can you?
Yeah, of course.
It's Bible story time with Kellen!
Wow.
Can I get some water?
Hey, fellas.
Hey, Kellen, I hope you've got a killer Bible story for us today. That's right, we're ready to have our worlds rocked.
Okay. I'll see what I can do.
Thanks.
Today's story comes from the book of Mark. It's a short story that can sometimes be overlooked about people who can sometimes be overlooked. Check out Laundry Theater. As Jesus traveled around teaching and healing, he became more and more popular. Crowds of people followed Jesus to see what he would say and do. People had heard stories of Jesus' power. He could give sight to people who couldn't see. He could make people walk. He was strong enough to calm a storm. People knew Jesus was important. Some people brought their children to see Jesus so that he could bless them. But even though meeting Jesus was important, it wasn't always easy. On one occasion, when parents were bringing their children to see Jesus, they were stopped in their tracks by the disciples. The disciples thought Jesus was too busy. He had people to heal and a message to spread. He didn't have time to deal with kids, right? But wait, Jesus had time after all. He got angry with the disciples for keeping the children away. He said, "Let the little children come to me. Don't keep them away. God's kingdom belongs to people like them." So the disciples did what Jesus said. They let the little children come. Jesus blessed the children as they came to him. He held them in his arms. Maybe the disciples got in on the fun too. We don't know for sure how long Jesus spent with the children, but we do know that the all-knowing, all-powerful, incredibly strong Son of God took time to be gentle and took time to show the little kids that they were loved. The end. Jesus said to his disciples, "What I'm about to tell you is true. Anyone who will not receive God's kingdom like a little child will never enter it." That's how important children are to Jesus. He said that even grown-ups should come to God like little children, full of fun and wonder, and with a trust that all their needs would be met. Everyone is valuable to God, no matter how small or how overlooked. Did that rock your world, fellas?
It did. Hey, we're learning a lot about gentleness today, Kellen. I love how Jesus took the time to be gentle.
Yeah, even though we usually talk about how strong he is.
Being strong doesn't mean you can't also be gentle. Sometimes I think it takes strength to be gentle. When you get all angry or you get really passionate about something, your first instinct might be to get all gruff and tough. But if you choose to be gentle, you can calm situations down. You can save relationships.
You can make an amazing flower arrangement.
Sure,
Thanks for the story, Kellen.
You bet. I'll see you guys next time.
Bye. Man, what a great show.
I agree.
Yeah.
Reveal!
No, shh. Did you not listen to the entire show, man?
Oh.
Just be gentle.
Yeah,
Gentle.
you're right. Let me try again. Reveal the question.
Today's question is, why is it sometimes hard to be gentle?
I think it's hard to be gentle when someone says something that makes me mad or hurts my feelings.
Oh, yeah. And it's hard for me when I get impatient. Like when I'm trying to help my dad understand how to use his phone and he just doesn't get it. You have to turn the phone around, Dad. This is a video call. No, you don't put it to your ear. I'm looking right down your ear canal, Dad. I can't.
Yeah, so gentleness can be hard. So you'll need to rely on God and the Holy Spirit to help you.
Yes.
After all, it takes strength to be gentle.
Yes.
You okay?
Yes, I am good. I'm fine. I'm gentle.
Me too. Until next week, that's John.
And I'm not Brandon.
And this was the So-and-So Show. Stay gentle, everyone.
That is fluffy broccoli.
Not a lily? What would you call
Those are
it?
yellow daffodils,
Oh,
brother.
man.
Oh, I thought there was a back scratcher. But I'm doing. Oh, careful,
Easy
brother.
there, easy there.
If you break this, I will break you.
No.
I'm gonna put this one in like a like that. Yeah, that's right. Don't ever do that to a flower, bro. I'm the king of floral arrangement.
Yeah.
What did you say?
I said vaporizer is the king of floral arrangement.
Yeah, that's right, Phyllis. Now you're catching on.
This week, our Bible story is all about how Jesus greets children and is gentle towards them, despite it really not making sense in that time period. Let's jump into our Bible story.
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. Now, for an amazing story. Inspired by the book of Mark, chapter 10, verses 13 through 16.
As Jesus traveled, teaching and healing people, He grew more and more popular. Crowds gathered everywhere He went, and people clamored for His attention. Jesus' friends must have felt like they were on a wild ride some days.
This is all getting out of hand.
Some days we hardly get to talk to him.
It's like we're just here for crowd control.
Jesus has the Pharisees going after him at every turn, and half of Galilee wants him to heal a blister or fix a sore toe.
As Jesus and His friends traveled toward Jerusalem, they stopped at a town across the Jordan River. Once again, religious leaders tried to heckle Jesus.
They won't leave him alone.
After the Pharisees finally left, the disciples gathered around Jesus.
At least he gets a break now.
Yeah, and we get to actually hang out with him.
Just us. No loud, demanding crowds.
It's a ruckus.
Jesus' friends looked up to see another group coming their way. Moms, dads, and a whole group of small children.
You gotta be kidding me.
We're not running a babysitting service.
They probably want Jesus to bless their kids.
He's been busy all day with leaders and people with real needs. He doesn't have time for a bunch of snotty toddlers.
Many families must have had the same idea because they all made their way towards Jesus. Some kids ran around shrieking while others held tightly to their parents and watched with big eyes.
Please, could Jesus bless my little girl?
And my boys, if he could just lay his hands on them.
I brought my little granddaughter.
Hold it.
Jesus can't see you right now.
He's tired. Not to be harsh, but he's got bigger fish to fry.
You know who you're asking to talk with? I saw Jesus face down the wind and waves. He can heal sickness and turn one meal into a feast for 5,000. And you want him to waste his time singing Itsy Bitsy Spider.
When you put it like that.
Jesus heard the commotion. He quickly came forward to see for himself.
Sorry. These people want you to bless their kids.
Yeah, they're about to turn this place into a circus.
Don't worry, we'll get him out of here.
Stop.
What?
Let the little children come to me.
For reals?
Don't keep them. God's kingdom belongs to people like them.
Okay. Change of plan. Go ahead and bring your kiddos. Line up. Let's keep this orderly.
There was something about Jesus that made every single child feel safe. They crowded around him, laughing and talking and asking all of their questions at once.
Jesus, I hurted my finger.
See my boat? It goes swoosh underwater, but my daddy won't let me fish with him at night because it's past my bedtime. And do you like rabbits?
Jesus, I want to play hide and seek.
Children were considered the least important people of all at this time, but Jesus stopped everything to welcome them with his arms open wide. He cradled wide-eyed babies. He scooped up wiggling toddlers to sit on his lap. Jesus may have even played hide and seek with a few rambunctious 3-year-olds.
I think he's actually enjoying this.
He's really good with them.
It's been way longer than he spent talking to the Pharisees.
Jesus, who could command a wild storm to stop with the power of his voice, chose to gently rock a fussy baby. He blessed a 4-year-old as she told her epic story, and he may have even healed a few skinned knees. After a time, Jesus looked up to smile at his friends and the grown-ups who watched.
What I'm about to tell you is true. Anyone who will not receive God's kingdom like a little child will never enter it.
Us? Like kids?
Jesus was not just showing the crowd that children were important. He was actually telling them that they needed to come to him just like those kids, full of imagination and ready for adventure, and with complete trust that all of their needs would be met.
Looks like those kids need a couple more people for tag.
I'm in.
Why not?
Jesus made it clear to his followers that every single child is valuable to God, and that God can give you the strength to be gentle.
We saw in the Bible story this week that Jesus was gentle towards the kids when it didn't make sense, and he faced just pressure from the disciples to not do that. But despite it, he continued and was still kind and gentle towards the children, and he commands us to be the same way and to love people and be gentle towards others that are a little bit unlikely. Thank you so much for joining with us this week, and see you later.